said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Wallace. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 30.
Long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. the ground. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They'll go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Throws for the tight end. On over the middle. It's right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now improvising. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and then that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Or maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. On the run, it's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Number 4 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas has a lead right now at Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Ole Miss Rebels take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Cody ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber. Get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rushes on him. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Haas. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it away off his back foot. Snags it down the right side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. One more snap coming before halftime. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Coming in hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to pass, it's back. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
See an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's back. Makes the catch. It's Marion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Going to the run. It's Lacey. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by just 4 to Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's back. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll move the wide receiver. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's back. Got it in the middle, it's Pringle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through. How about delivering that touchdown pass when your molars and your incisors got rattled around about the same time?
He's going to need a minute to go over and clear the cobwebs on the sidelines, but I think after throwing that touchdown pass, that's going to give this QB a ton of confidence moving forward.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Right. Go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's got him wide open. Got a lot of room to the right. Pass it.
Exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
With the catch, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Rebels will come to the line to convert on 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Looking to throw, it's back. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Wants to fire on second down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Second down.